I know you've addressed this, talking to Jeff Lloyd from the Locked On Browns podcast. I know you've done this on the Locked On Browns podcast. 3 biggest reasons the Browns will contend in 2023. What do you think they are?
Well, look, it's first and foremost, it is the quarterback. And you have to look at this through the ownership eyes, through the general manager's eyes, through the head coach's eyes. Coach Stefanski has basically planted his future in Cleveland on Deshaun Watson. Andrew Berry pretty much did the same thing. The Haslam's, they ain't going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. They own the team. But they did sign off on the $230 million. So for that reason only, the changes you made on, as far as upgrading your coordinators, both of these guys coming in, being brought in, Jim Schwartz, obviously the track record is there. Bubba Ventrone, eyes towards a bigger role in coaching than just a special teams coach, but a guy that can be respected because he put in 8 years in this league playing special teams, and there's a lot of respect for guys like that. Then you get to the personnel moves. I mean, everybody was so excited about Ogbonnaya Okoronkwo. Then you go into the draft and you bring in a player like Elijah McGuire, and all of a sudden, wow, this is a deep edge room. And you want to know it? You want to know it? We're not done yet. Let's go get to Darius Smith and add that to this mix too. You brought in a defense coordinator in Jim Schwartz, and his theory has always been, I want to get after the passer, and the best way I can do that is by having confidence in my secondary play. Well, you're 3 deep at cornerback. You're 3 deep at safety. There's many avenues you can go with this on the defensive side of the ball. They have just done so much to this roster. And look, I think more people are coming in line to where I am. And look, unless something Browns-ish happening, and we've all seen this many times before, this is a roster that should contend. And it's not just contend in the AFC North. It should be able to contend in the entire AFC.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree wholeheartedly. It will be disappointing if it does not contend, unless there are multiple injuries to the top end of this talent, without question.
They're not going to have Deshaun Watson sit out the first 11 weeks. Most likely you're not going to have your quarterback break his shoulder in week 2, find his way to make it through 2 or 3 more games, and then all of a sudden fall apart as the year goes on, which causes a whole bunch of dissension within the roster, within the locker room. Those are things that most likely are not going to happen. Certainly we've seen plenty of Browns things over the years that, seem incomprehensible to most franchises. But you got to feel, and unless you're still stuck in those dark days, this is now a franchise where a bad year is 6 or 7 wins. We're talking about the days of bad years where, 0-16, 1-15 by the luck of the grace of a God of a blocked field goal late in the season. This team is a much better overall franchise than they used to be. So I do believe the expectation should be, and why wouldn't it be? You have players everywhere. Our biggest question is can you get in one more rotational defensive tackle? Could you maybe bring in a veteran running back with the hopes that Jerome Ford's going to beat him out anyway? These are the things we're quibbling over right now.
Yeah, and you know what? There isn't a perfect roster anywhere in the NFL. Even the Chiefs and the Eagles. Even the Chiefs and Eagles have their questions. All right.